So one of the questions I get asked in the comments quite a lot is, where can I go for an afternoon tea when I'm visiting London? Well, the answer is there are so many different places. So at long last, due to popular wanting, we've gone for an afternoon tea in London, and we've gone for an afternoon tea just off Park Lane. We're here at the Marriott Park Lane, which is right by Marble Arch, and I'm going to show you exactly where it is in just one second. And we've gone here for an afternoon tea. Now, we've gone to Lanes of London, which is their restaurant by the side where they do the afternoon tea. We're going to show you what you can have. We're also going to give you some of the prices as well. Plus, we're going to tell you some of the tips that we think you need to take into account when you're having an afternoon tea. Right, so we're here, the London Marriott Hill Hotel, which is here at Park Lane, which is right by the side of Marble Arch. Now, to get to it, it's not on Park Lane, thank goodness, because it's full of buses and traffic and everything else. It's like a big roundabout, basically Marble Arch and also the top of Park Lane. You enter the hotel by North Row, and North Row is a very small road just off Park Lane, which, well, not much traffic uses, unless of course you're in a taxi. So this is the entrance to the hotel, and as you can tell, it's very swish, plus they've got concierge services, and they've also got people there. Well, you can ask them anything and they'll guide you in the right direction. But we're going to go into the restaurant, which, as you can see here, is up these stairs, and then you just turn left past these lifts. But just as a quick view around, this just gives you an idea to it as well. Right, on this one, that's Joe, by the way, just pointing in the right direction to go. You can see you've got a nice waiting area. So it's Joe and Jaden that have joined me for this afternoon tea here at the top of Park Lane. Now, we did do a little bit of research, and we are going to do an afternoon tea again in another place. We'll keep that up for wraps for another time. But we did have a look round to see what the prices were, and they really do vary for afternoon teas wherever you fancy. Now, it's a very common misconception that the Brits are always having afternoon tea, hence the tea alert you may have seen on social media within the last 6 months. So this is an absolute rarity, and I can tell you this is probably only the second time I've had an afternoon tea and been out for one of those. So there you go, and the last one wasn't in London, so I can't tell you about that one really because it doesn't really relate to it. But what we will also show you is what you get for your afternoon tea as well. So if you're watching this video and you think, oh, this is very, very low level and very subterfuge as far as filming is concerned, that's because really they don't want you filming when you're in there. So we did grab as much filming as we possibly could and took some photos as well to put this together here. So I can confirm that we're not on the deck of the Titanic, right, with the angles and all the rest of it. We just wanted to catch as much video as possible just to really bring it to life. So, table for 4, we had a lovely view, which was over Marble Arch and also Hyde Park. That's right by Speaker's Corner, so you're in that part of it, so it really helps you with your geography here. And we're going to run through what you get. So, first of all, the price, it's £50 per person. Within that £50 per person, you have free flowing tea and different flavours of tea. We'll show you the tea menu in just one second, but also free flowing Prosecco, if that's what you fancy. Right, let's have a look around and see what you get. So, you get these cakes sitting on top here. So the cakes have been designed with London in mind. So you've got a lovely teapot there, which is a mousse on a biscuit-based shortbread biscuit. You've also got a Battenberg cake, which was in the telephone box. And then, if you're thinking, I recognise that blue hat, that was one of the Queen's favourite hats. That's over sort of chocolate truffle. And then you've also got the handbag, which is the purple, and that was one of the Queen's favourite handbags. And in that is a sort of mousse. God, it's gorgeous, by the way. All the food is delicious. So we started with the bird cage at the very top with the sweet things. Right, let's look at the savouries. So on the savouries here, you've got various cream cheeses, biscuits. You've also got smoked salmon on a sort of sandwich. And I've got to tell you, the smoked salmon on a sort of sandwich is amazing. And then you've got a little pastry bit here with some chutney on the top just to add to the sweetness of it. So we've gone sweet, we've gone savoury, I'm going to go sweet again, and this time with scones. So you get 2 scones each, one of which is a fruit scone, and it's not got raisins in, but it had sort of blackberry in there. Plus also you had another one which is sort of a jasmine infused scone as well. And with that you get blackcurrant jam, and also you get clotted cream as well. So all the food I've just shown you here is for one person. So the number of people you've got, that's what you get for your £50. Okay. Don't forget the service charge on top at 12.5%, but don't forget you get all your drinks as well on top of that. So you've got your Prosecco free flowing, and you've also got your tea free flowing as well. Now, speaking of tea, this is the tea menu, but we left it to our server, Vivian, who was absolutely fantastic. He took us through the different teas and he just brought up a selection we thought we'd like. So we started off with the flowering jasmine and lily under the flowering tea. It's worth remembering that this is one of their botanical cream teas, hence getting the flowering tea with it. So it's the flowering jasmine and lily. And then afterwards, he brought us along the Assam breakfast tea, which was also gorgeous. So a really good selection. And also you get a personalised waiter who looks after you, takes your name, etc. as well, and just makes the whole thing special. So my thoughts, this is a great venue, a really good cream tea with a nice cross selection of different types of food and drink to go with it as well. You can book in advance, and also when you book, you don't need a deposit. So you don't actually pay anything. It's a free reservation up to the point where you turn up and you pay for it there. But don't forget, it's £50 per head for everything that we've talked about, and also a 12.5% service charge on top of that if you wish to pay it. But then again, the service is amazing, so actually, why wouldn't you? Anyway, hope you enjoyed that. We will do another cream tea in the future, and we've got something special planned for that one as well. Anyway, catch you soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.